Good morning, boys and girls, and I know that today's a little different. I know that I had put on the lesson plans that we were going to do 18 and 20, and after reviewing last night's standards and curriculum, I had decided to disregard lesson 18 and only focus on 20. So 18 is not necessary, so I don't want you to worry about that. They are going to go over it a little bit over the next school year, but it's not so in-depth and it's not the standard that you need to learn. What you need to learn is the next step of area and perimeter. And so this year with area, we learned that the area of a figure is what is covered inside of it. So we're finding the distance inside the figure. In this lesson, we're doing just that. But the figure that we learned is a two-dimensional figure, which is a flat figure. And this would be the base and the height. Now we're taking this figure and adding it to a prism, which is a multi-sided figure. And it seems confusing at first, but what I want you to understand that you're still doing base and height. It's just that now the two-dimensional figure is in a block, okay? So here for lesson 20, you're looking at the base of a rectangle, okay? And then we're gonna do the area, which remember the area will always be area equals base times height. And now you're gonna be learning length times width, which is the same as base times height. The base of a rectangle is different than the base of a rectangular prism. This is one line for the base of this rectangle. This is one line for the base, for the height of this rectangle. Now what you're doing is taking this whole figure and see how this shaded part is this figure, but here in this entire figure, we're going to be looking only for this area, which is as simple as finding the one base and the height, and that would give you the side of that figure. So for example, if you were to see a block, like this shape right here, you would notice that this shape, okay, has it's a multi-sided shape, and it has many bases and many heights. But if you were to find the one base for this shape, which is this, or this, and the height, you would find the side of all of the shape. So here you have one side of the figure, okay? But if you looked at this one side, it's the same as all the others. So if you found the area of this one side, you could find the area of all of the sides, okay? So if you're looking at this one side, this would be your base, okay? And this would be your height. And just finding your base and your height is what you need. So focusing on the example I just showed you, okay, that's what you're going to be focusing on in this lesson. Just the base and the height. And it's going to be very, very identifiable, meaning it's going to be very easy to find. So this is the example that I've given you, okay? And what I want you to remember is that area equals base times height. You have to find your one base and your one height, okay? Now, you have here 3 numbers, but remember, we're only focusing on the bottom face of this rectangle. So here, if this is a rectangle, we're looking for base and height, and we're looking at this bottom rectangle of the whole shape. So only this. I'm not worried about these lines going up or this face up here. I'm only worried about this down here. And if I'm only looking at this base down here, I already see 2 numbers. And I already can identify that this would be my base